Hey, we're here at Fox Run this morning, and we're about to make some rosé out of Lemberger grapes. Here the grapes are. They're in 2 bins, about 2 tons, and they've been soaking on their skins without yeast in them for about 24 hours. The next step will be to put them in the press. Peter Howe's going to lift them up and dump them in, and then we're going to squeeze them out, and hopefully we'll have some really nice pink juice. The grapes are in the press. We've taken the hopper off now. It's just a matter of closing the press up and starting the press cycle. We're going to treat these as if they're white grapes, i.e. for white wine. Because we're looking for delicacy, lack of tannins in a rosé, of course. And the next step will be to initiate the press cycle and walk away for a while. Lemberger Rose is almost all pressed out. Another couple of minutes and it'll be done. We're going into this small tank with a cooling jacket and we'll let it settle for about 24 hours before wrapping. I'm very curious to see how the juice is going to taste, so I'm going to get a sample here. Meanwhile, we're also bubbling in a little bit of carbon dioxide gas out of this cylinder. That's just to displace the air that's in the tank. We don't want this juice to be exposed to any more oxygen than possible because we're trying to preserve the freshness of the fruit, and carbon dioxide will protect it from any harm from the oxygen. So here's our juice. It's quite a bit darker than your average rosé right at the moment, but mostly that's because of all the suspended solids that are in here. There's a lot of pigment. A lot of that's going to drop out during the settling and the fermentation process, and hopefully we'll have a nice mid-pink color. I'm really interested more in the tannins in the wine, the flavors, whether we have any excess tannins. We can only tell by tasting it, so I'm going to do that now. And it's beautiful.
Here we have Lemberger juice, which has just been pressed very early off of the skins and seeds. We're going to use this to make a rosé out of Lemberger. And I'm going to check the initial bricks of the juice using a refractometer. We're hoping to have about 20 bricks. We can bump the degrees bricks up to about 21 or so with sugar so that we get enough alcohol in our finished wine to have a stable product without too much alcohol to make it hot, but enough to make it delicious. So I'll put just a little bit of juice on the prism and take a look, and I'll be able to read the degrees bricks. A drop of juice.